I had no idea I had to be in Chrome, and then I was like, I don't think I have Chrome on my computer, so then I'm looking for Chrome. How do I find Chrome?
Everybody got Chrome. Come on.
Everybody got in front of the TV and put some lipstick on. This was insane.
You just go like this. You go like this. It's almost like going viral on YouTube, right, Deva?
We naturally look like this. All right. Okay. So let's kick things off. I'm Fadra. I'm always looking at the wrong spot. I'm Fadra. That's Julie above me. I blog at allthingsfadra.com. I also, since we're talking YouTube tonight, I have a YouTube channel. And oh my God, I'm getting that echo thing again.
Oh, don't listen to it. Block it out.
Okay. I'm blocking it out.
Block it out. Move along.
YouTube channel, youtube.com/Fadraful, Fadraful. I don't know where I got that from, but I'm a total amateur YouTuber.
What do you YouTube, Fadra?
So just real quick, my first ever YouTube video thing that I did was me sitting in front of my camera going, "Hi, I'm Fadra." And I went on and did and my voice was out of sync. And my next one was 10 minutes long. That's before I learned the magical world of editing. So anyway, most of my videos are really to kind of support the content on my blog. Different kind of thing. So somebody else, let's go. Go ahead, Julie.
I'm Julie, so I'm the other host tonight. So Fadra and I are here every week. I blog at www.3chickensinaboat. I don't know why we say the www. It just makes sense when you say it. I don't. And I www.http I do a lot of strategy and development. So I'm an influencer. I'm the publisher and owner of Blunt Moms, www.bluntmoms.com. And I too have a YouTube channel, although it's slightly weak. This is where I learned about YouTube. Was in Jessi's course at Mom 2.0. I'm the girl who crowed like a rooster, and my most viral post on YouTube has about 5,000 views, and it's about why you should get bantam chickens. So, top that, Jessi.
Oh, well, I'll just see you guys later. With bantam chickens. I am Jess. I'm mainly a YouTuber now. I used to be a blogger, and I still occasionally dabble. My site is sugalippo.com, www, and no, I didn't swear at you in like German or something. It's just a made up word. And same thing, my YouTube channel is youtube.com/sugalippo, and it's all comedy. Everything is funny, or at least that's the goal. If it's not funny, then that's your problem. Funny.
So we should have very high expectations tonight.
I know.
You should be laughing the whole time.
I know. I don't know where my rubber chicken is. I usually have a rubber chicken that's on my desk.
I can get a real chicken.
My 7-year-old has extracted the rubber chicken. So that's not a sentence I say regularly.
I didn't know we needed props for tonight, so I got poutine.
A little chef poutine. I love it.
Oh. Okay. I get my husband to go downstairs and get a cock. So, no, I'm just saying. I have 7 of them downstairs, so
we're keeping it clean.
A cock roll. God.
I do. Who is it? Why am I the one that's like, all right, ladies, let's get back on track here? I do comedy, and I touch on everything from pop culture, web culture. I say on fleek, and I shouldn't be allowed to, and occasionally I incorporate parenting into that. So
I like your video. I love your videos. I think they're very funny. And I never know how you do that really super slick editing. If everybody just goes and watch Jess's channel, she does a super like choo.
Don't fear the jump cut.
Yeah. Don't even know what that means. I do.
I've embraced it.
That's right. I read it with iMovie. So,
Stay tuned. If you don't know what that is, we'll be exploring that in further detail this evening.
It's actually really easy to do.
Yeah. Awesome. So on to Deva down there.
Hello. I'm Deva Dalporto. My channel is called My Life Suckers. And I write. I was a senior editor at Nickelodeon's parenting website. I got sick. I went on medical leave. My husband, the horrible human being that he is, bought me a video camera. I was super, super annoyed with him. for spending the money, and I felt pressured. I had to use this stupid thing now, and I did use it, and I made a video, and it went viral, and then I made another one, and that went viral, and then I was like, all right.
God,
this
it's so awful, doesn't it? Oh, I made a video and it went viral.
It's all his fault.
It's all blame your husband.
I just love to blame him for whatever I do.
I hate jerky husbands like that.
He's been out of town for 5 weeks, so he's in trouble.
Real quick, I forgot we didn't do any of the administrative stuff since Blab is still fairly new. So if you like what someone's saying, you see those little hands down there, you push them, and that's like, I like this. It's not a popularity thing. I just found out they don't mean anything.
They mean. If you get more of them, it makes you feel better about yourself.
They mean everything.
Yeah. Look, I'm the best one in the room. I'm the best one here.
There we go.
I'm losing, so I'm done. I'm done. If you like what someone's saying, or if you like the topic, just like give us that little like push it, and then we know everything's good. And then if you have a question, we have this lovely little question panel over on the left-hand side. You don't have to do it this way, but if you're over in the chat box and you want to do a /Q, you can ask your question that way.
Q.
And I just did an example. So you can see, there it is.
So, but it's like /Q.
/Q.
But it's like /Q. Yeah.
It's not like it is.
It is.
It is. Yeah. All right, ladies. It's 9:09.
Let's roll.
Let's start to
do this.
Okay.
You guys are in the hot seat. So what came first, the blog or the videos?
For me, it was the blog. I blogged since 2008, and then I started my channel in 2014 after leaving a joint endeavor. Old school.
That's it?
Yeah.
Really? You've only been doing it since 2014?
Yeah, January 2014
Wow.
was my first video. Yeah.
Well, you've done rockstar work since then, darling.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's good. Okay.
I was.
That's right.
No, I'm kidding.
You can do that.
I was a writer for Nickelodeon, but I never had my own blog, and so they both happened at the same time. My "What Does the Kid Say" video was my first post on my blog, and it
What does the kid say?
It hurts.
That's right. We can all sing that now. Waka 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 waka. Right? Cool.
What
Okay.
does the chicken say?
What? Well, we know, right? It always says that.
Someone has a question.
Okay.
My red cottage. She wants to learn how to use her YouTube channel, but
I have to learn to use it.
Yes, you do.
Absolutely.
That's the answer. The answer is yes, you do.
You do.
You have to learn how to do it, how to use it. All right. So here's the thing about YouTube. I mean, using it, and we got another question coming in. Using it is as simple as uploading videos, right?
Yeah.
I think what you're really asking is, how do I create videos that people want to watch, and how do I market those videos, right? And maybe we can get into that a little bit too. But Mallory, and I like that when you ask a question, like I can actually see your name. So Mischievous Mal is actually Mallory.
Yeah.
So Mallory says, what does your vlog setup look like? So Deva, I've seen you do a lot of like, it seems like you're all over the place, kind of like on location shoots, but a lot of it is done in your house. Am I right?
Yeah.
And I say this with love, total love. I love that I can see that sometimes your kitchen counters are messy.
Yeah. Well,
you do that on purpose,
right? Before I shoot, you get my real life in my video. Even though my videos are all scripted and parodies, not vlogs. But I have a C100, which is a really, really, really awesome camera that I just got. Before that, I used a Vixia. A Canon Vixia, which was good.
So it's not my iPhone 5S? Yeah?
Oh.
Five?
Fadra sets her on fire. She's all, 5? What is this?
This takes amazing video. It's really more about lighting. Natural light is really, really, really important. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Lighting is your friend. So, and audio is very important. Your video won't sound or look professional if you don't have good audio. And this doesn't always do great audio, but you can get a shotgun light.
And not using your iPhone speakers, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, because also you have this happening.
Yeah. That looks pretty rad though sometimes, right?
True. Yeah. Depending.
We've got a question from Jen Powell at what light source is if natural isn't available?
Personally, I'll chime in here. So I shoot on the first video I shot on, umbrellas like that. Studio umbrellas are good.
Ooh.
I have a 2-point softbox kit, but they're beasts. They're like 24-inch square, gigantic things. I recently invested in a ring light that's really sexy for making you look photo shoot ready.
Here, I'm going to show everyone something. Hold on.
Oh. It's not that kind of video.
Wow.
My messy bed. This light is amazing, and it's like $20 on Amazon.
It's just like an umbrella.
With a green screen, and 2 of those lights for $20. Just go on to Amazon.com.
Or CA. Yeah.
Fantastic.
For our Canadian friends. What's it called?
I don't know if people can hear me.
I think they can hear you. Yeah. But
you're echoing a little. Do you have one of these earphone mics?
Do you have any proper microphones for video, Deva? I know that Fadra and I are kind of pros, and I know you're kind of new at all this, but...
She says we're all a little echoey. I'm going to just blame it on blab. Let's just do that. Let's just blame it on blab.
Sometimes it happens, and maybe hearing us twice is better than once.
There you go.
That's what I live by. If I say it more than once, it must be better.
Yeah. Can you tell us what that umbrella light's called, unless it's just called an umbrella light?
Umbrella light. Yeah.
I think you can go to Amazon. Like my kit, I think it's just called a lighting kit, and I think literally mine was $60. And since I started using it, I'm like, oh, I should use this because it's really awesome.
Yeah.
The question: how can you make sure lightning is good on a Mac computer, not laptop? Well, you don't want lightning.
Yeah, that's a bad thing.
That'll damage your computer.
Don't use electronics in the rain.
But the lighting really. So anything
I'm posting
in front
a
of.
link.
Okay, great.
Atta girl. Is it an affiliate link?
Huh?
Should be an affiliate link.
Yeah, affiliate link would be great.
Sure.
So like
about the money.
With lighting, you want to make sure that you have either you have very good natural light facing you, or you're using some other sort of light in addition to. You don't want to just rely on your computer. Trust me, I have some videos like that where I have this weird glow on my face. So you don't want to just rely on whatever your laptop is giving you.
But one thing, our hands or something.
I know, Mom.
Nothing can beat natural light, though. Things look a million times better in natural light. So that is your friend, and you don't want to be in direct sunlight. You want to be in the shade in natural light.
Yeah. The spotty stuff that we have a lot of trees down by our chicken coop, which is where I do most of my videoing. And yeah, same thing. A lot of the filtered sunlight doesn't work so good. It makes me look weird.
You don't want dappled. You don't want.
Yeah, and it doesn't bring out the best in the chickens, right? We need that feathered coloring. So do right by them.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was catching up on questions. So, and while we're talking about Vanessa, I see your question, and we'll get to that in just a second. But while we're talking about the technical side of things, so one thing that I've been told, and I'll let the experts chime in on this, that lighting is good, but people will tolerate a poorly lit video as long as they can hear it.
Right.
What do you guys think about audio? How important is audio, and what are the key things you use?
Audio, in my opinion, is like more important. It's like more important to me than lighting, because obviously right now I look like I'm in a green swamp. But having good audio, because you want to be able to hear. You want to be able to. Here's the thing: a lot of people will play a video and click into another tab. I'm not even kidding.
Right.
And they'll listen to whatever. And if you say something or they hear something, like in Deva's case with like her parodies, if they hear, oh my gosh, the lyrics are funny, they're going to click back to it.
Yeah.
Or if they hear make a joke that's like, oh, that was funny, they're going to click back over to it and see it. But everybody ain't got no time to sit there and watch a video. So,
well, I find if I watch videos with sound, I like the ones with captions, because if I watch them with sounds, my husband knows I'm watching videos and not working.
Right. Sneaky.
Shotgun mic is really great if you have a camera and you're not using this. A shotgun mic is fantastic, and yes, a Rode shotgun
mic. That's what I use.
couple $100, so it is an investment for sure.
Thanks, Phaedra.
What?
I have a big mic, but I never use it. Not for this.
I saved my big mic for really important
Special occasion.
Actually, while you guys are talking, I'm gonna show you my big mic.
Whoa.
Phaedra, we promised it wasn't going to be like this. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I asked for professional, everyone. I apologize.
She tried.
This is about as professional as we can get.
I'm surprised that I'm not the one that has done it. Like,
Yeah.
I was like, she's saying it to me. Yes, I have that too.
That's
So for my parodies, obviously, I record the music ahead of time, so the audio is taken care of.
Yeah, because you just dub yours in. Is that the right term?
Yeah, lip sync.
Yeah,
Lip sync.
Yes.
Like Milli Vanilli.
That I found for audio, I have to take one of these out because I can't even hear myself think. Another thing that I've found for good audio, if you're just going to be doing like sitting at camera and delivering information or entertainment or whatever, you can get a really good lavalier mic, which is one that clips onto your shirt or your jacket or whatever, for like $25 to $30 on Amazon as well.
I actually just bought one of those. I bought a Rode Lab that I'm using primarily for periscoping, because if any of you guys do that, because the microphone is directional, at least on the iPhone. So if you're showing yourself, it's great. If you're showing what's on the other side, they're going to lose your voice. So I plug in with a smartphone lab, and it's been really helpful for me for that. But
I put a link to a lab as well. Although I have to say, labs are okay if you're not moving, but if you're moving at all, they are not good because they will flutter.
They're going to rub and flap.
Yeah. So don't move.
I don't tend to
just be like, hey guys, welcome to my video today. I'm not going to move at all, but yeah.
Sure.
All right, so Vanessa has a question that we haven't quite addressed, which is advice for new bloggers/YouTubers. And I would say, let's go back to the question of deciding what you want to be. Do you want to be a YouTuber, or do you want to have a YouTube channel with videos that support your blog? So what do you guys think about that? And what advice would you give to somebody?
David, you go first.
I was posting links. What's the question? I just posted
what?
Were you not paying attention?
What's your advice for new vloggers/YouTubers?
So like deciding whether how should they start? How should they decide if they want to be a YouTuber, or if they just want to make video that complements whatever they're doing on their blog?
Well, I think that's a personal decision. And I think you start by starting and just jumping, doing it, not being afraid. I think for me, the most important thing, and I'm sorry if I'm echoing.
It's okay.
The most important thing is just to be really authentic and speak your truth and be you. Don't try to be anyone else. Don't copy people. Don't do things that other people are doing, because it won't ring true. So whether it's your blog or writing or videos or whatever you're doing, just really find what you have to say. And then I think you will dabble in the different platforms, and you'll find the one that works for you.
You'll find your voice. And I think also, don't worry about what other people have done, right? Like so many people are saying, oh, well, I can't do that because it's been done before. Everything's been done. Find your own spin on it. Find your own way to do it, and go out there as yourself doing it.
Well, when I was at Nickelodeon, part of the reason I wrote for them and not for myself, I said, the world doesn't need another mom blogger. Like, why would anyone ever look at my stuff? And then it all happened by accident, and I realized actually there is room for new voices. So there's always room for new voices.
Yeah. And I know that, Deva and I have talked about this when we were down at VidCon together. We talked about a few times how, there's only one you. So even if you're doing something that someone else has done before, it's still going to be yours if you own it as you, not if you try to be like, well, I'm going to hold my body the same exact way and inflect my words the same exact way, or produce my parodies the same exact way. Like, if you try to cookie cut something, it's not going to work for you. You're just going to be a copycat. But if you take inspiration from those things and you can find an application that's you and true and authentic, do you, because there's enough room, like Deva said, for everybody.
There is. Yeah. Bless. Hashtag blessed, right?
Hashtag blessed. Praise hands.
Well, and I will say,
go for it.
And go for it. Do it.
I wanted
nice
to be
bloggers that are on
for years and years and years, and I had decades of no. And I think the amazing thing about blogging and YouTube is that you can say yes to yourself and you can do it.
Yeah.
But you have to say yes to yourself and just jump in and do it, and don't be afraid. I mean, I make an idiot out of myself on a daily basis because
you're the coolest idiot. The coolest idiot I know, though. Right? I mean,
yes.
We sit there on Saturday nights and my kids watch your YouTube videos. Oh, Mom, I can't believe you know her. Like, yeah, it happens. I'm awesome.
You know, though, I think that Jessi made a good point about taking inspiration from others, because every time I watch some YouTube superstars and Mommy Nanny Boo Boo is on and Kat Buska is on and all these people that I just like, every time I watch their videos, I'm like, that's what I should be doing. But I can't, because that's not me. So you just have to take inspiration from other people. Sometimes for me, it's just a matter of looking at the lighting. Like you said, I always notice just these like pretty little white circles in your eyes.
That's my ring light, guys.
I love that. That is just amazing. But also like the presence online and anyway, I bow.
Who has an editing question? Allison.
Oh, editing question.
Yeah, so I don't know if you've mentioned this already. This is from Allison Rubel. But what is the best editing software, and what is the best way for beginners to learn to edit? Well, I've already said, being the expert I am, I use iMovie. So it's pretty not Rockstar.
And I know how I feel about it.
Well, that is the experts.
I edited my first probably 15 videos on iMovie. Most of my viral videos were on iMovie. It can be very frustrating to use, which is why Jessi's giving it a thumbs down, I think.
Yeah, well,
but it comes with your Mac. It's accessible and it's affordable because it's there.
Well, and you get those preloaded theme songs, right?
Yeah,
yes.
But I think then Jessi probably...
And everybody uses them.
They're awesome.
Pro. I just taught myself how to use iMovie first, and then I got frustrated with it because I wanted to do more. So I taught myself how to use Premiere June. Just this past June, Premiere Pro. And
Premiere Pro.
On my Bohemian Mom City parody, I decided to change editing softwares, and I almost killed myself. It was very frustrating, but I slogged through and realized it was the worst video to start on because it was such a huge, epic video. But now I love it. So Jessi probably agrees that.
Yeah. So my actual first 7 months of videos, and I upload 3 times a week, were edited in iMovie. I created all of my animations in iMovie, doing like keyframe animations.
I haven't gotten there yet.
My big thumbs down is that it's so cumbersome, and Adobe Premiere Pro especially is actually surprisingly more turnkey for a starter than, I mean, I'm self-taught as well, and I'm sure Deva can agree. Once you get in there and you kind of know like the basic tools, it's so easy, and then everything else that you eventually learn how to do or whatever, it takes, it's very easy to explore those things and see how you can use them. And like a quick search on YouTube of how to do this, and you can learn how to do it in like 5 minutes.
That's awesome. My kids are screaming.
So, we're used to it from the videos, so it's okay.
That's an awesome tip. Anything I don't know how to do, I go onto YouTube and look up a tutorial. And
so how much is Premiere Pro?
Premiere Pro, you can buy the software outright, and it's going to run you a few $100s, or I have a Creative Cloud account.
Yeah.
And I use After Effects as well. So I pay $50 a month to have access to the entire Adobe suite of products.
And the great thing about that is that it constantly updates. So your software isn't getting out.
You never have to buy a whole new few $100s worth of software. You get the updates just pushed right through. And if you just want the one program, I think it's like $20 a month.
Okay.
And so while we're talking about editing, because this comes up a lot when I go to video editing sessions, so people are like Mac versus PC. So iMovie is clearly only on the Mac, and I think Final Cut Pro or Final Cut, whatever it's called these days, is only on the Mac. And as far as I know, the standard one for Windows is Windows Movie Maker, which I hear is pretty crappy. I will say that if you're just starting out, I would say start out with the more complex video editing software, because I think you get into this comfort zone. I've been using iMovie for a long time. Not to say that you can't. I know that there are some very successful channels. There's some guy whose family does like teen hairstyles or something, and they still use iMovie.
Yeah.
But I mean, you have to. But for me, like switching has been hard because I've got my comfort zone with iMovie, and I go to Premiere. I'm like, I know what I want to do, but I don't know how to do it. But that one is OS independent, right? Doesn't matter.
Right. It doesn't matter your operating system. It's a more of an open source software.
Right. Yeah, and like I could use iMovie on my iPad. I find that user friendly, but on my desktop, it's like freezes.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
For me, the worst one I have found was Final Cut Pro. I
really
dabbled in Final Cut Pro for 1 month, and I was like, I am out. And that's when I moved up to Premiere. And I was afraid, Miss Graham as well. She's saying she's afraid. But I am so happy I did it. That said, iMovie served me beautifully for
well, it's a good starting platform, right? And I
think it's a great starting platform.
Yeah, it can carry you far.
Titles and stuff, it's much easier.
Yeah, and editing a video isn't just about editing your final cut. It's about knowing what kind of video you need to get so that you can edit down to the video you want. And perhaps having the iMovie platform will let you kind of practice and explore with it, so you can say, oh, actually, I do need to delay before I start talking, right? Things like that.
So, yeah, that brings up a good point. And since I think we've got some people that are kind of new to video, that it might be good to cover. And that is sort of the basics when you're editing a video, because some of the standard mistakes that I see people make, because maybe I've made them myself, is something that's too long. Like, for example, 10 minutes is too long. Although
3 and under.
3 and under.
And that's for even a parody. I keep around 3.
Yes.
If you're just talking to the camera, I would keep it under 2.
Yeah, right. And I'm surprised. I will say, like, Jess does every Wednesday this answer and stuff video, and I'll be like, 5 minutes, which is an eternity on the internet. But the way that she edits it keeps me engaged the whole time. So
right. And Julie got to learn this in my workshop. My theory, I always kind of cringe a little when people say, a specific, like, it should be this runtime. And I'm like, phooey to you, because before I had a couple of viral successes this summer, but before that, my 2 most popular videos were 8.5 minutes. And that was a video of a video in my Answer and Stuff series that was baloney answers about baloney, interestingly enough. And that had an 83% retention in view time. Yeah. That means they watched really long time. And then the other was a 1 hour and 45-minute video of me watching the Streamy Awards and broadcasting myself.
Wow.
That had a 73% retention.
You're kidding.
People just put it on the background because they like your voice.
Right? Thank you. So my theory is always this: don't focus so much on the constraint of runtime as much as your timing. So time your content well enough to keep everyone engaged and keep them interested. Yeah. Don't have those big long lulls of time where there's nothing don't give them the chance to get bored, basically.
Well, and I think that's a good point, because YouTube will recognize your video as better value if you get that retention up. So if your video is 30 seconds long or 3 hours long, it isn't about the number of people who start watching, it's about the number of people who finish watching.
Who stay watching, right?
So you want to get that retention.
If you're new to YouTube, YouTube actually has a whole analytics suite built in that I never use, but I'm at least aware of it. That you can look at things like retention. You can look at a specific video and see at what point your viewers just simply drop off and be like, okay, I'm done. So those are the kinds of things that as you build your library, you can kind of figure out what is my audience's tolerance level. Just personally, you'd be surprised how much of the blank space you can cut out that tightens up your video. And I don't know if people still do this.
Like a tiny, tiny split second, you will find how much tighter it can get. If every clip you take off a tiny sliver,
it adds up.
Unless it's iMovie and you can only take off that much.
Yeah, iMovie. Unless you're in iMovie. Mallory has a question about, are you ever nervous, paralyzed, fearful with perfectionism the first time you posted a video? And Mallory, right. I am nervous, paralyzed with perfection every time I post a video, but I'm a total perfectionist, so don't follow me. But I think the key is to be nervous and worried and do it anyway. And just
I'm not a perfectionist, so I just kind of say, whatever.
Oh, I'm a perfectionist. You gotta move through it. Yes.
Yeah. For me, I'm totally a perfectionist too in like so many areas of my life, and very much at the beginning. Like when I started my Answer and Stuff series, it's based on people submitting questions to me on a topic. And when I first started, people had no idea what the heck I was doing. So they didn't know why I wanted them to ask me questions about whatever it was. So they were like, what is even happening? So for the first 3 episodes, I had to fake it. And I was like, well, I'm faking this and I want it to be a thing, but I don't know if anybody. So I was really, really focused on it. And I'm very infomercial, like set it and forget it now. Like I publish a video and I spit shine it as much as I can. And then I go, you know what? It's up to the internet now. That's all I can do. I do everything I can. And then I just release it into the wild and let it do its thing.
Well, and that's a funny segue because Joyce of In the Wild Kitchen, just to answer the question, Joyce is one of my students as well, and she's a rock star hunter. And she said, is there an SEO factor, hashtag factor, that helps out traction on videos? I'll let you guys answer that one.
Yeah, absolutely. When you upload your video to YouTube, you'll see there's a section on the bottom for keywords.
And tags.
It's really important to fill that out. Don't leave it blank.
Absolutely.
And there's really not much of a limit to that, right? You can add a lot. Am I right?
Yeah, you can add a lot.
Make sure they're accurate. Don't go
Justin Bieber.
I usually just add My Life Suckers to every little keyword. I find it works. Mom parody videos.
I had like Taylor Swift naked.
Sorry.
My traffic was.
But I think too, when you go into your analytics on YouTube, you can actually go and start searching and see where your traffic comes from. Is it coming from YouTube search? Is it coming from related videos, or is it coming from external sources? And that's going to tell you how well those keywords that you're putting in are actually being picked up on YouTube. So I think that's something. I mean, I know I've got 1 or 2 that have picked up really well with keywords, how to get, or what, why you should buy bantam chickens, because that is highly searchable. But I think Google or YouTube SEO works the same way that Google SEO works, where you want your title, you want your content box and description, and then you want your tags to be the similar and around the same topic. So you've got to have that repetitive keyword.
There was a question about how often to post.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah, so Miss Graham said, how often should we post videos? I was hearing once a week. What I've heard, and you guys correct me on this, is that what people like the most are regularly scheduled videos. So
right, it's not necessarily about frequency as much as it is about consistency. So if your wheelhouse is only capable of 2 videos a month, make sure they are 2 videos on the same day in the month at the same time. So you have to habituate. That's kind of the culture and the habit of the YouTube community and the video viewing community is that they remember, oh, Deva uploads every Tuesday and Thursday. You know what I mean? Like they know those things.
Although I have to say, I just started doing that in June. I had 40 million views on YouTube without ever having a regular schedule. I posted whenever I was inspired and whenever I felt like it.
That's just showing off now, isn't it?
I know. I'm like, I hate you.
I think that's a good point.
I've had like 12,000. I
No, it's a
make a
valid
video about
point.
chickens. I want to see a video about
when
chickens.
I'm trying to help because when I started posting weekly in June, honestly, it's been a little too much for me, and I have felt very overwhelmed. I'm very stressed out, but I don't make vlogs. I make these very
massive videos.
Yeah, that was the point. You know, that was what I was saying, where like Deva's making a good point. It's all very dependent on the type of content you're making. Like I have just recently incorporated like a sketch element, whereas before it was free, sit down, vlog style at camera. I'm not really moving much more than talking with my hands because I'm Italian and I can't help it. But I wasn't doing much that required more intensive production.
Right.
It was easier for me to have all my stuff just set up in one spot and have my set, which also was like a branding thing. So people are familiar with where you are. They know where they're going to see you when they click play on your video type thing. And so for me, it was very much about every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, expect to see an upload from me.
That sounds like a lot of work.
Wisdom. That is the I'm pointing to her box.
That's right.
Literally. We both.
That is the common wisdom. But for me, it just wasn't how things work because of the kind of content I'm making. So I think we need to figure out what kind of content you're making. And then
Deva, I'm like you. I post when spontaneity comes over me and the creative juices are flowing. Right? It's not raining.
That's me.
Things like that. I mean,
my makeup is done.
Artistic about it, right, Fadra? Yeah, it's not planned. It's just us. It's us being real out there on YouTube. Yeah. So we've got a question. Sorry, Fadra.
Yeah. No, I was going to. You go ahead.
What's your opinion on clickbait titles?
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Bad juju. Bad juju.
It is bad juju.
Okay, so I'll be the opposite here. I think clickbait titles can be great if your only goal is to get referrals from social media, like from Facebook or Twitter or something like that.
Are they going to come back? If you clickbait someone the first time and they come and they don't like what they've seen, are they ever going to come back?
You've got to deliver something into your clickbait, right?
Right, but are you looking for views or are you looking for subscribers? Because I'll tell you, typically if you're looking to make money, they want subscribers.
Yeah.
They want to know how many subscribers you've
got.
I got a lot of good videos and some good views, and my subscribers suck.
But if you look at, there's great ways to do clickbait titles that still have value within the content, right? Did you know how many dust mites are in your bed? You won't believe how many dust mites are living in your mattress today, right? Dyson. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll invoice them later. Placement. Yeah, paid product placement right there.
I mean, but I think I'm adamantly against something like Kim Kardashian sex tape free. That is not. I'm not going to title one of my videos that is going to be so contextually
unless you've
got a Kim Kardashian sex
tape. Right, unless they're going to click that and be like booty booty, right? Yeah. But they're not going to do that on my channel. That's not what they're going to get. Now because I do topical answering stuff, so it's always like aliens or boobs or whatever, like ask me questions about this. I will make a more searchable phrase, the title, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I am, like I'm not going to be like, all I can think of is sensational, like porn, PORN.
I think you can do real titles that encourage and inspire the reader to click, that still deliver results, right? You've got to have an entertaining and exciting title. And I think that's been confused with clickbait.
My titles are very straightforward. My titles are...
Right, it's a parody.
So this is the Adele Hello Mom parody. So
that's so clickbaity.
Even the things like Deva has made, like, the steps to... like those steps videos and those walking through things, she titles them. You just have to richly title them.
Yeah.
And I think that there's a muddiness between a clickbait title, which is like Justin Bieber's Ding Dong is clickbait, but something that is smart and concise and relative to the content, but is more captivating, that's just smart titling. I don't think that's
so let me give my 2 cents here, because I do a different type of video. I end up doing unintentionally a lot of product review videos, and I always try and get clever with my titles, and I will find that, or I have found that my most heavily trafficked video is the one that I titled the Wubble Bubble Ball Review. It is like the stupidest video. No offense, Wubble Bubble Ball people, but
I agree. I think being upfront and straightforward.
Yes,
and here's the thing. So I feel like the title is what's going to get you found in search results. And a lot of times, one of the things that you can do is the thumbnail that you put for your video might be the thing that draws people in and draws them to click on that video versus something else. So if I'm searching for a Wubble Bubble Ball review, or if I'm looking for an Adele parody, or if I'm looking, you're probably going to get pulled up, but what's going to make the user click on it? It may not be the title. It may be actually
the thumbnail that says, "I can't believe it does this." Yeah, and like an expression, like that's a review, and it looks like this might be entertaining.
Right.
Yeah, thumbnails are incredibly important. Yes, it's one of
I'm really bad at that.
Important things when you're.
And I think too, it's okay to have a thumbnail where you don't look 100% photo ready perfect.
Oh
right?
my God. Have you seen?
Yeah. I know. I'm always like, what weird.
No, I think you want to bring the viewer in, so that sometimes I think the crazier you look, the better.
So do you guys do custom thumbnails, or do you let YouTube pick one?
No, all custom.
Never.
I know I need to do that.
You have to.
My YouTube won't actually let me upload custom thumbnails on my computer.
Right.
Yeah, because of the shift. Yeah.
Is that what happened?
You have to
before you used to be able to, just because now you have to be a YouTube partner, or there's like all of these like 500 subscribers and this and that and the other thing. There's a lot of requirements now. So yeah.
But like other people,
I must be grandfathered in.
The same account can still upload thumbnails, so it's just me.
I would
on the same account.
I would reach out to someone and about that, and
so at YouTube support.
Yes, I would reach out, and if you don't have someone at YouTube, then I would reach out to another YouTuber who perhaps does.
I'll be emailing you.
Thumbnails are so important.
Yeah, I'll just pop you an email. We've got another question from. God, I keep doing it to you, Fadra.
I know. Go.
Sorry.
Then whatever.
Zipped.
Go ahead. No. All right. Were you going to talk about Karen's question? Okay. I'll take this one. So Karen Harris, thank you, Karen, said she started recording audio versions of her blog posts, basically her reading them. I was told I should do videos discussing them instead of just reading them. Do you think there would be any value in that? So let me just offer my opinion, because I'm not really sure, like with your audio recordings, is that like a podcast that you're using to distribute so people can kind of follow you and listen to it while you're in the car? And if you're a great narrator and that's working for you, I say great. If you're going to do a video of you reading your blog post, I'm going to say this. I'm going
to give an example here. This was a written post, and guys can look at it later. But it was a written post about my obsession with Target, and I decided last second to turn it into a video. So I just set it to camera instead of writing it. So I think it is possible to do it. I think it depends on what the content is. And then you have to dramatize it in some way.
I think that's key right there.
We were talking about reading out some of our Blunt Mums articles. But again, those are done in a very unique style of writing. There's a lot of room for emphasis and all sorts of different stuff in there too. We also thought we'd read out some of the user comments on the posts, which are sometimes even more exciting.
Well, and I guess you're right. I should probably take that back, because if you look at like Blog Her and their Voices of the Year, and Type A Parent Conference does the We Still Blog, and it's and Listen Canada did it. Yeah, Listen to Your Mother. These are which I was a part of. It's basically people reading, and it's not memorized, and it's not a dramatic delivery, but it's. But I think that would be definitely a challenging.
Yeah, I think generally
it takes the right person, right? It takes the right person. It takes a good reader, you know, because I know a lot of very, very well written people who are not very, very well spoken people.
Amen.
it definitely, you know, makes a difference there. And then in terms of adapting written content, I've done this a few times for some of, and have like a pile of them, digipile, of old posts that I wrote, or like listicle type posts that I wrote that I want to adapt to a visual video type, that I will eventually go back and I'll embed that video in that post. And so it's complementary, and it's just preferential to what the person, because there are some people who still just like to read, and there are some people who just want to fire up a video on their phone and, you know, watch a video on their phone. So
that's true. Can I just go on the record as saying I hate the word listicle?
I
know, because it smells.
I want to go on the record saying that eventually I will build a site completely built on listicles with dirty links. So bring on the listicles.
She goes, just a warning. Just a warning.
They work. Yeah.
So I was, Robin, to answer your question, I was drinking a lovely white Burgundy. It is now gone.
Didn't happen. And Karen, I do think we should read the Blunt Mums comments. We want to do it like meme tweets, right?
Yeah, that would be funny.
See, that would be funny.
That's the thing. I get probably like the worst comments on the internet ever.
You should read them. You should read them.
And I haven't ever done a bad comments video, and although I'm tempted and I know that people might want to watch it, I think there's a flip side to it as well, where you're kind of feeding the beast in a way by
you're inviting it.
Yeah.
So I think you need to think it through before you.
I think you should have your kids read it.
Well, someone did do that. Sarah Mazes from the Today Show.
Yeah, because some of those.
I pronounced her last name correctly. I'm not sure. Sarah did one of those. It was really, really funny. But I personally, my kids, since they're so involved in it, I think if they saw the bad comments, would be very, very hurt. So
yeah. Because YouTube is a nasty little zone of. It's like
I find YouTube to be really, really nice. It's when things kind of go beyond onto, you know, like news channels and stuff where people get.
I actually did a Periscope with my son earlier, and someone said a very mean thing, and I really felt like I could murder that person if they were in front of
babies.
Me. Right, exactly.
Yeah. So anything yourself. Don't mess with our babies.
People have been mean to me on Periscope too, Phaedra. Makes me not like Periscope.
And it's not just about this part. Sometimes they're just mean. Yeah. See, I'm trying to keep my language clean. All right. Who has questions?
Clean language, everyone.
I know.
And I'm the swearing one, guys.
Yeah, I know. Next week we aren't holding back, though. I'm just going to say.
Okay.
Right?
I'm never back.
Okay, so we have a couple. I don't understand the order in which these questions are showing up, but I do see one. Mallory asked, when you first started creating online content, did you have practically no one following? Of course, right? Don't we all start with zero?
I started with the 200 fans I still got.
Yeah, everybody when they start. I'm like, yeah, you did. You're done. No, I'm just kidding. That was rude.
I'm good at 230.
If you make it, they will come.
Yeah,
but exactly. No. It's very Field of Dreamsy. Like, you have to build it, or they'll never show up. They have nowhere to go. You know, I think a lot of the story, especially for a lot of us who started way back in the day with the blogging and things like that your mom was pretty much the only person who read your blog. Like, it's a joke that everyone's like hardy har, but that was very accurate. It was like your mom or your family, because I know a lot of mom bloggers or parents.
So when does that change?
You know, consistent. you have to build. I mean, Google, yes, is a robot, but it's also a machine that's designed to be spoken to. So you have to tell it you're there. You know, and you have to build into it and pour into it so that it can start to point people your direction who are looking for what you're offering.
So how much time do you spend marketing your videos versus producing them? Or are you at a point now where the fans just kind of find you on their own?
Deva,
well, I think I've learned, and I was talking to a friend of mine last night after literally just spending kind of 72 hours without sleeping to finish this video that I put out yesterday.
You can plug it, that Adele video. That was awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, plug it.
But I work harder and longer and more hours than than anyone. And I think, not than anyone, but I think hard work is underestimated. And the harder you work and the more you do, the better your products will be.
Yes.
I forget the original question.
Yeah,
I'm very tired right now.
No, you're good. You got it. You nailed it.
Hey,
And,
I'm 3 hours ahead of you.
Going back to that like field of dreams thing, when I say if you build it, I'm not saying like you build one thing in one corner and then everyone just shows up. You got to build that. You got to go to the printer. You got to print out stuff that you can go walk around and shove them in people's doorknobs. Like,
well, you have an actual system though, don't you, Jess? Like, I remember you going over that at Mom too as well. You said first I go here, then I go here, and then I do this.
Right? Exactly.
Promo your video.
And so I nothing that is big in one place is big in that one place just because you're there. I mean, I'm on every social network. I have a website. I have a YouTube channel. I'm consistent and I'm sharing everything everywhere that I possibly can, and networking and building those connections like I know Deva and I have done with traditional outlets where you can share those things directly, maybe with a contact there that might give it some more legs and things like that. You have to, and you have to do it from a genuine place. I think that's the most important thing. I think a lot of people kind of come in and they're like, I just have to know everybody so I can use everybody for my benefit. And that's like not cool.
Promoting myself was like extremely uncomfortable and one of the worst things I've ever had to do. And when I made the first video, my husband said, okay, send it out, email everyone you know. Uh-oh, we lost someone.
Oh, we lost Fadra.
Fadra just left. She's all terrible information.
I can't take them anymore. Deva, quiet. But yeah, my husband said, okay, email it out. You're back. Yeah. She said, email it out to everyone you know. And I said, oh, yeah, you too. So he did it and I did not. And then he was furious with me. And I said, I cannot ask people. And so it has been extremely difficult for me, but I have forced myself out of my comfort zone to say, hey, look, I made this thing. And like Jessi was saying, posting it. So I post it on YouTube and then I post it on my blog. I share it on Facebook. I share it on my personal Facebook occasionally. I try not to bombard those humans. Twitter, and I think that as uncomfortable as it is, you have to be willing to do it. And like Jessi said, in a respectful way. Right. And you also can't be a link dropper. You have to share other people's stuff. So
and engage.
90% of what I share on Facebook is other people's stuff.
Exactly. Yes. I definitely subscribe. Pun intended.
I'll send you guys some videos. No, I'll send you some videos. They're so good.
So we have about 4 minutes left, and there's a question I'm dying to ask. So let me ask this, and then we'll do any final thoughts.
Is that where you went? Did you die and come back so you could ask the question?
I'm going to bet that I want you to ask the question that I'm thinking I want you to ask.
Well, this is my question, and I may have prepped you guys in advance for this one. What do you do when you make a really awesome video?
Yes.
And it tanks.
That's what I want to know.
Let's not all jump at this one.
Okay, I'll answer. I don't know what you mean by tanks, really, but we
like if it gets less than 5 million views.
Like for me, I'm like 15 views.
They're being mean to me now. So we worked really, really hard on this Momster Mash parody. My daughter wrote it. It was a huge labor of love, and it didn't get as many views as most of my parodies get. It got a lot less views. And I think you have to be in it for the experience of creating it and love what you're doing. And if people resonate with it and they watch it, great. That's amazing and that's awesome. But you can't just be creating things for other people to watch.
Yeah.
You have to be
Boom. Right there. Yeah. Give her the props, people. That was beautiful.
Yes, give her the props. Yeah. I mean, I had experience with this. I mean, Deva's the master at this. And I text her and I was like, I think I'm going to try a parody video. I don't know how the heck it's going to go, but I'm just going to do it because it struck me. Like, it literally, the life cycle of that was, it came to me really on like a Thursday. I found someone to sing because I didn't want to kill everyone with my cat music. And then because I sing like a cat dying, and I had her record it, filmed it to the track on Saturday, and then published it on Monday. Like It was literally like, I think I'm going to do this. I'm doing it. And I just did it and I just had the most fun time making it. And then it did what it did. And that was just a cherry on top. And I think Deva would agree that if you just have fun doing it, the performance of it, I mean, if it was like 0 views, like not even I watched it, that would be disheartening. But the fact that and I truly feel that the less contrived and the less strategic you are about creating something for that performance or for that reaction, the better off it does.
And honestly, like, not to sound super, super cheesy, but I'm going to win the cheesy award for the evening.
We didn't have that. We don't have that award. Phaedra?
We'll make one.
I feel incredibly lucky and blessed that anyone takes any time out of their insane day to watch anything that I make. So I feel like the luckiest, like, pinching myself human being on planet Earth. So I think to have these like super, and yes, I've had videos that have had millions and millions and millions and millions of views, but to have that expectation for every video is just going to lead to disappointment.
You'll destroy yourself living too much in that.
Yeah.
Guess what, ladies? It is $9.59 or $6.59 or somewhere in between, depending on where you live.
Somewhere in that range.
It's basically it's time to go.
It's time to go.
I want to say thank you so much to our rock star YouTubers, Jessi, Sanfilippo from Sugarcoat, and Dalporto from My Life Suckers, both awesome and brilliant. And if you like Phaedra and Julie, we'll be back next week where we're talking to some PR people.
Oh, yes. I gotta.
Whoa! I'll tune in.
We're going to be dishing it, and we are going to be laying it on the line.
Yeah.
So you guys, please join us next week, and we will see you then.
And thanks for having me, you guys. Bye, everyone.
Well, if you've got questions or topics you guys want us to cover, just tweet either All Things Phaedra or at Julie Nowell, and we'll be sure to schedule it in. We kind of know everybody between the two of us, I think. So we can get some in the entire world. Yeah. So we can get some really fun things. Oh, look at that. Great.
I'm like this. My fart pen.
Oh, yeah. My people are calling.
$9, baby. $9.
Okay,
it does not look like a fart pen on camera.
Oh,
it's a fart pen.
Doesn't look like a fart pen.
It looks like a fart pen.
It does not look like a fart pen.
Sorry, guys. Sharp left turn.
Okay, guys. Thank you so much. I'm going to pause the recording, and we'll see you next week.